WSMG. We are broadcasting live over here. These radio stations from the emergency outbreak. Their local officials are up to date to provide daily briefing. We are providing this video also on our Facebook page. We will now turn the conference over to Greene County Mayor Kevin Morris.
Good morning, Ron. Good morning, Greene County. As we are planning to do every day at 10 a.m. approximately, is to update you on the situation for recovery of the disaster and what our priorities are and what is taking place. Yesterday we had 5 priorities, and we made significant progress toward the accomplishment of all of those priorities. Today we shift our priority, being Tuesday, in that we will not have water distribution going on today, but tomorrow. And the EMA Director, Heather Sipe, is going to update us on the water pod operation. But the first priority today will be water intake repairs. They will continue out at the pumping station, and Greenville Water Commission, and I think a team from Birmingham, Alabama, have been working very diligently with 2 pumps in place already, and and sort of a trial run with those 2 pumps in place. And I'll let Miss Laura White from the Greenville Water Commission update you here in just a second on that. I think there's 2 other pumps to be put in place today, sometime around noon upon their arrival, and we should then have the ability to at least test the system and see if we have the 9 million gallon capacity that we think we need. So I'm going to turn it over to Miss Laura White and let her give a few more details perhaps on some of these issues.
Thanks, Kevin. Like the mayor said, we do have 2 pumps now. They are installed. They are piped in. We're trying to test those right now, those 2, and another 2 are supposed to be in later today that we can hook up. We do have what we will have is a boil water advisory when we finally do get the system pressurized and back into service, just because there's things in those pipes that have been sitting there for a few days. So we'll get you some more information on that later. I know there's been some questions about the sanitary sewer system. Our sewer system did not have any damages reported, so the sewer system is able to take the septic waste from the homes, the domestic waste right now. So there isn't an issue with the sewer system. We are still estimating Friday on water. We're hoping for the best on that. And also, we do have the water fill-up station still open at the water treatment plant on Buckingham Road, where you can bring your own container and get 20 gallons per vehicle. And today we're there 6 to 6.
All right. Thank you, Laura. Next, we'll go to Heather Sipe to update us on the water distribution plan, which will be accomplished the rest of this week on Wednesday and Friday.
Thank you. I just want to say that the water distribution is going very well. We're getting good turnouts in that. We did have one yesterday. I've got Todd Smith here as the city manager for the town of Greenville, and he is the coordinator over this. If he wants to say anything about this when I get done, he can address it as well. We will continue the water pods Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays at all the current locations from 3 p.m. to 5 p.m. But tomorrow at the airport location, and that is at 246 Airport Road in Greenville, we're going to add a morning shift tomorrow from 9 to 11. 9 to 11 tomorrow morning, and then we'll also have the 3 to 5 shifts at all locations to include the airport. But tomorrow morning, I'll reiterate, it's not at all locations, but at the airport distribution site from 9 to 11, we will have a morning shift. So please take note of that. Also, beginning tomorrow, the Tusculum water distribution pod at Chucky Doak Middle School, 120 Chucky Doak Road in Afton, it will be opening, and that will be in operations from 3 p.m. to 5 p.m. So that will be a new location. And we will have one more location that we will be adding after that. And so wait for further information on that. I just want to reiterate kind of what Laura was saying about, the water infrastructure issues that we're kind of dealing with right now. Just because the water may come on when it comes on, we don't want to overwhelm the water system. So therefore, the water distribution will remain in place until further notice. We'll be distributing water so we can help and aid them for when the water comes back on, because we don't want to overuse the system and then we're without water again for some reason. So please, even when your water comes back on, don't overuse it. Use the water that we're distributing so we can help Laura and her crews keep us in water. Also, what we've got coming down the pipe is, and it's starting today, is farm and livestock water. Our volunteer fire departments will be doing that today, Thursday, and Saturday from 3 p.m. to 5 p.m. And we've got several locations for those. And we will be posting that all on our social media pages, so make sure you look for that. But those will be set up, and you need to bring your own containers. They told me to make sure I reiterated that. So farmers, if you have your large totes and things like that, bring your own containers with you. Those will be at Caney Branch Volunteer Fire Department, St. James Volunteer Fire Department, Camp Creek Volunteer Fire Department, Tusculum Volunteer Fire Department, Mossheim Volunteer Fire Department, Orbank Volunteer Fire Department, McDonald Volunteer Fire Department, and United Volunteer Fire Department. Make sure, if you can, to go to the fire department in your district. If your volunteer fire department was not listed in this, go to the one that is closest to you. So look on our social media pages for more information on that. Again, want to reiterate about water delivery if you're disabled or shut in. If you need water delivered locally in any jurisdiction, please call 423-620-8775 or 423-620-8409, and you can request water delivery. Again, that is for disabled or shut in only. If you can get out and get your water, you need to go to the distribution centers. Just one more thing I want to address here, and we'll be putting information out. We've discussed about AidNet and different things. If I can find it here. Long-term recovery for AidNet of Greene County. You can do financial donations because they are a 501c3 for long-term recovery, and that'll be building back our community. You can send donations to AidNet of Greene County at P.O. Box 2622, Greenville, Tennessee 37744. If you have questions, you can contact Wendy P. That's WENDY PEAY at wendy@unitedwayofgreenecounty.com, and we will put that information on our social media as well. Also, for those that may be already for some cleanup in their homes, we ask you to be safe and not do so until it is safe. But we do have a Hurricane Helene cleanup hotline. That number is 844-1386. 965-1386. Again, 844-965-1386. And that is to help you get the muck out, trees cut, tarps put up, and debris. Now, I want to make sure you understand that all these services are free, but there are several counties, including ours, around us that are not, so this is not guaranteed to happen right away. So if you think you're going to need assistance in that, please call them and get in there and get the information. It will be overwhelming, so just be patient with them. This request will be open until Friday, October 25th, 2024. So please be sure to get that request in if you need it. And I think that's pretty much what I've got from now. Again, check our social media because we're updating it and putting the information on there. Thank you.
Okay, I should have said this before The sheriff has advised as we move to more of a recovery, a debris disposal, build back phase, to use only trusted news and information sites, particularly with social media. A lot of the reports that are being placed on social media are not necessarily the full story, and can often lead people astray or publish false information. In addition to that, as we move to the recovery phase and begin back the rebuild phase, the sheriff has asked that in past disasters like the tornadoes, it was observed, for instance, that there were a lot of folks doing scams and things like that. So please carefully vet all contractors for um, license and insurance and bonding, that they are who they say they are, and can do quality work for you. You should not use anyone that cannot produce those credentials unless it's some type of volunteer organization, like someone that you know personally, that has that type of equipment and is just willing to help on a loving basis, or perhaps someone in your congregation again that you're well acquainted with or know. So he just asked me to pass that along. In addition to flood safety, the health department, the Department of Health, has asked me to publish the following information: that floodwater is often contaminated with very harmful bacteria, parasites, and chemicals. Um, Floodwater can and has the potential to contaminate drinking water, so you should follow all the local guidance for water safety. Um, as we begin to turn and can turn the water pumps back on, we do not currently have a boil advisory in place at the moment, but any water that's not been treated previously, like out of a bottle, you should boil, and then we will publish further information on this trusted media site uh, for drinking water advisories. So, in the meantime, you should discard any unsafe food that has been in contact with flood water or has been improperly stored, or, for instance, become spoiled during power outages. If you have a private well and you live in the area in and around the flooding, it is advised that you get your water tested prior to using it, or at least boil it. Um, be cautious of the operation of generators, grills, or gas powered tools inside your home, basement, garage, or enclosed area, or any type of partially enclosed structure. So, those pieces of equipment can generate carbon monoxide, and you can become poisoned doing that. So, again, as we begin to recover and do the things, please take extra precautions and stay safe. The third priority today is an update on roads and bridges and utilities. Uh, we gained a great victory with the Greenville Light and Power, in that we still have about 600 customers without power today. The Greenville Light and Power will continue to work diligently to restore power to those remaining 600 individuals, or 600 households. They remain concentrated in the Chucky Pike area, where the bridge was destroyed, some along the Jones Bridge area, and then a few in the Poplar Springs area where the Poplar Springs Bridge was destroyed. So if you are still without power, I assure you that the cavalry is on the way, and they are working diligently, our power crews, to restore power to those remaining 600 customers that are now still without power. There is a shower trailer available in and around the South Central Ruatan building that's available to Greene County residents as well. The roads and bridges, the Highway Department and TDOT reported that all routes are largely clear and passable. There is still some detailed cleanup work to be done. Bridges, as far as the Jones Bridge is concerned, TDOT continues that clearing operation for that bridge to be assessed to see if it is usable. The Ernest Bridge, we reported that that bridge was perhaps out of commission, but it is yet to be assessed according to TDOT. However, that assessment, or at least on visual assessment, is not promising. Priority number 4, as we begin to transition into cleanup and debris disposal, the demolition landfill, I think are we looking at extended hours, Todd?
7 to 7. The hours of the demolition landfill will be from 7 to 7, and we are currently working with the Tennessee Department of Environment and Conservation to look at emergency measures of especially taking brush and being able to dispose of that in an emergency manner so that we can help with the cleanup and debris removal efforts, but more to come when we find out more information from the Department of Environment and Conservation.
All right, thank you, Todd. We're also working on a plan to open the convenience centers for extended periods of time for those residents and homeowners that need to dispose of other items along with their household garbage. So that plan will be publishing very soon. Let's see, for today, I guess that's about all I've got. Mayor, do you have anything you want to say?
Nope, just thanks, everybody.
Mayor Corley?
Same here. Thanks,
All right.
everybody, for their efforts.
Ron, that about concludes it from here. I know, let me clear one thing up. I just saw a note here. There has been much speculation about the Highway 70 Asheville Bridge being in imminent danger of closing because of instability. You may have seen the electronic message boards along the side of the roadway. This rumor is not true. The Highway 70 bridge, the Asheville Highway Bridge, is and has been inspected by TDOT and pronounced stable. Those message boards are for tractor trailer traffic, specifically trying to get into the Carolinas. All tractor trailer traffic is being turned around, whether it crosses the bridge or not. The bridge is safe, but it is causing some major traffic issues because those tractor trailers cannot get across the mountain and into Asheville on the small narrow roadway. So we don't want to create problems where there isn't any. So we're turning around all tractor trailer traffic, but the bridge is safe and is not in danger of closing. So the Newport Highway Bridge, the Asheville Highway Bridge remain open and clear for travel. So that's the one thing I want to address. Is there anything else, panel, that we need to report? Okay.
I think you got that covered there.
So please trust these official sites. I know the EMA, Office of Emergency Management here in Greene County, has a site that has vetted information without any rumor or innuendo. The Radio of Greenville site that you're watching right now currently has reliable information that you can count on. And I know the town of Greenville has a web page through Facebook that information has been vetted and can be trusted as well. So we will be back here at 10 a.m. in the morning, and we will have extended hours at our water distribution centers.
Airport.
At the airport, only at the airport, from 9 to 11.
9 to 11, 9 to 11 on Wednesday, and then 3 to 5 at all the sites.
Okay, and if we have any type of issue that we haven't covered, where we need to help someone with oxygen, diabetic supplies, medical emergencies, one-offs and shut-ins for water or other supplies, please get in contact with us here at the EOC, 798-1729. 798-1729. So we will be able to get those supplies out to the folks that need them in a timely manner, as long as we know about it. So please don't allow your neighbors to sit in pain and anguish, not knowing perhaps if they do not have internet coverage, if they do not have cell phone connections. Please reach out to everyone to see if they're in need of anything, and if they are, then please call 798-1729, and we will try to get those resources where they need to be. Ron, thank you very much.
That's Greene County Mayor Kevin Morrison, joined by EMA Director Heather Stein, Greenville Water Commission Director Laura White, Greene County Town Director, City Manager Todd Smith, Tuscola Mayor Alan Corley. Have continued updates throughout the day on our Brielf stations. This ends this live broadcast for WGRB, WIKQ, and WS.